Welcome back to Digits here at WSJ Live. I'm Simon Constable. Google has surpassed Microsoft in market capitalization. There is the Google stock. It's down about 0.82%, and that's a it's a 5-year chart. And so you see it's been moving a bit sideways, a bit up lately. Well, we've got Dan Gallagher of MarketWatch joining us now from San Francisco to discuss this. Dan, this is pretty amazing, right? Surpassed Microsoft and a big retailer that we all know.
Yeah, Steve. Google's had a really good. What's funny is it's been in the last few months. You know, year to date, the stock has done okay, but if you look at it just since their last earnings report, things really took off for them. And I think a combination of factors are driving that. There are signs that the core ad business has stabilized and is doing well, and a lot of other factors. And a lot of this points to kind of where the direction of general of tech stocks are going.
And obviously the world is becoming more wired, and we're all becoming more technologically savvy. But Google has a very special place in that because they're very good on mobile, aren't they?
They are. It's still a work in progress for them, as I think it is for a lot of internet companies, on how to shift their business from the desktop into mobile. But obviously they've put a lot of sticks in the fire in various areas. They have Android, which is now the world's top smartphone operating system. Still, most mobile search traffic is moving through Google channels at some point. There's a lot of dispute about how that's going to work with Apple's latest moves with the iPhone. But right now, I think they're still in about the strongest spot compared to a lot of internet companies for that.
Now, I remember about 5 years ago when they were both around Google and Gold were both about $600. You get $600 for a share of Google and $600 for an ounce of gold, or maybe it was $700. But the question was which would make it to 1,000 first. It was, of course, gold. Now Google seems to be on a bit of a tear again. Do you know why it's stalled and what changed to make it speed up again?
Well, I think there were a few things at play. You know, there was some concern about, with new internet competitors coming in and what that would do to some of Google's core business. You know, for a long time, the company was losing employees and kind of losing mind share to Facebook. Well, since Facebook went public and that IPO hasn't really panned out, and a lot of the other, kind of social media upstarts like Groupon and Zynga, the market has been pretty brutal for them. And we talked to a few analysts last week that said that part of Google's uptick lately has been almost a little bit of a flight to safety. You know, people that are interested in the internet sector who might have tried out some of those newer stocks and gotten burned on them are kind of flooding back into Google, which by comparison is actually a pretty strong big business.
And it's very much unlike web startups, 12, 13, 14 years ago, which didn't actually make any money. This one actually seems to be making money, have a great idea for bringing revenue in and actually changing the world there. Now, on the mobile platform, which is basically smartphones and tablets, it's quite easy to lose that lead, isn't it? I mean, we saw Apple come in from absolutely nowhere with a phone. They'd never done a phone before, and then they're suddenly somewhere. So they could lose this quite quickly, couldn't they? Conceivably.
They certainly can. I mean, it moves very, very fast. And one thing that's important to remember is that they're not really the same as Apple. Apple has built a platform that's built around selling devices at a pretty high margin. Google's not so much trying to sell its own devices. I mean, maybe some now that it owns Motorola, but its entire focus here has been to kind of own a platform by which it can move its desktop business of searching the web and making money off selling ads against that. They needed to have a mobile platform in order to extend that. So that's their business interest in it. It's different from Apple. So far, it's done well, but you're right. Things can change very fast in this business.
Well, thank you very much, Dan Gallagher. And obviously, we congratulate everyone at Google. They must be feeling really good about that market cap milestone there.